And actually, some of those items that David Paul just talked about, the video from North Texas, Central Texas, I'm going to go ahead and cover that for you now. We will have more, of course, tonight at 10, but I'm digital anchor Brandy Smith. I want to start by talking about our app and the tools that you can use to keep yourself and your family safe. So if you haven't already, you can download the KHU11 News app. When you pop in there, you can go into the settings. Okay, so this is our app. Up in the top corner, you have the gear button. If you click that, you can go into the settings and you can toggle notifications on and off. So in an event like tonight, where you need to know if you live in a tornado warned area, something like that, you can turn that on, and then in a couple of days, when you're not too concerned about the weather, you can turn it back off. Just a very, very easy tool for you. Something else you can do on our app is, if you can, safely get photos or videos of the storm as it rolls in. You can use the Near Me feature. So that's in this corner. You just click that little icon that says Near Me. A little map will pop up, and here in a second, so will a banner near the top that says Share with Us. It's thinking about it. There we go. Share with Us right over there. You can upload 3 pictures or a video. You put in your name, you let us know where you got that video, and then it goes into our system, and we can use that to tell the story of the storm as it rolls through. So having said all that, now that we're on the same page, let me get this going. Sorry, I'm running this computer. And I want to show you what this storm has done in other parts of the state. We're gonna start in Round Rock, because I think this is the tornado that everyone's going to be talking about tomorrow. A camera at Kalahari Resort in Round Rock caught this, and you can very clearly see that tornado just working its way left to right across the screen. I'm going to speed this up a little bit. I mean, look at how clear that is. You can see debris flying through the air. And toward the end of the video, the winds are so strong, or perhaps a piece of debris hits the camera and knocks it down. Looking at it from another vantage point, this is outside of the Dell offices in Round Rock. You can just see the strength of Mother Nature there, plowing right through Round Rock. It even crossed over I-35. And this is a little bit of a view. Obviously, you can't see the freeway here, but we know that it did cross over 35, and this is one more view. And it's hard for perspective, right? But you can see that light pole in the bottom left corner. So that tells you how big some of those chunks of debris flying through the air are. Let's show you the damage left behind. So this is at Kalahari Resort. A number of reporters from our sister station, KView in Austin, are there. You can see trees snapped, obviously that guardrail broken. Nearby is a Bank of America, and there's not a lot left of the drive-through. The ceiling is ripped apart. All of the teller stations, the drive-through teller stations, are gone. A tree ripped out by its roots. Cars were flipped. Now here is the good news. A primary search in Round Rock is nearly complete, and so far there were no significant injuries reported. These are from reporters at our sister station, KView. Guests at Kalahari have been allowed to return to their rooms, and despite the tornado, there's been no major structural damage to the resort, so those guests were able to go back in. But the mayor, police chief, fire chief all talked about the damage and said they will use every resource to repair the damage and make sure people are safe. You can find more coverage of the Round Rock tornado on kview.com. We also have an article on khou.com. But this is a look at the backside of that storm. This was taken from Granger, which is just northeast of Austin, that same cell. And now east of Austin is Taylor. This is a photo of the storm there. And then this was caught on camera today by a storm chaser, Aaron J. Jack. Just a monster of a tornado is how he described it. Dangerously close there, watching that come through. Up in Jarrell, we're seeing the damage from the storm. A lot of truck damage. You can see metal paneling, the mobile home there damaged as well. We're gonna move to Elgin now, and this video is just terrifying. This is FM 1704, and this twister is crossing the road. You can see those bursts of light from the power poles as they're being yanked apart. This almost looks like it's from the opposite direction, but we're gonna hold on this for a second because this guy's just driving down the street in Elgin when there it goes. You see the twister there on the right side of the screen? Plows right across the road, and how quickly it just keeps going. And then it's out of frame on the move. There are a lot of videos like this that show it from a distance. And this may be the same twister, maybe a different one. There are at least four possible tornadoes spotted in the Austin area. And another view. You can see the storms just trying to spin something up. This video is a little quick. It moves around a lot, so you can't really focus on anything in particular, but it does give you an idea of the scope of the damage here and just how quickly it moved through and threw everything around. Along with the tornadoes, these storms are also bringing hail, and good chunky hail. Look at this. This is in New Braunfels. Hard to say exactly what that is size-wise. In Cibolo, I'll give you a little bit more perspective here in a minute, but you can see just those giant chunks of ice filling up the road, hitting the cars. And here's what those hailstones looked like in Cibolo. Those are good size, maybe a quarter, a little bit larger than that. Moving back to North Texas. So North Texas really got hit first. And this is the hail that came down in Aledo. It's hard to see. It almost looks like it's raining, except for then you can see the hail kind of ping-ponging off the lawn onto the fence and back and forth a little bit. There was a possible tornado spotted in Bowie. You can see the size of that storm. Now, Bowie is northwest of Fort Worth. So is Jacksboro. And the high school and elementary school there suffered significant damage. All of the students are safe. I want to start off by saying that when showing you this image of the gym of Jacksboro High School. But that is a skylight that is not supposed to be there. And nearby Jacksboro Elementary School, you can see the insulation on the floor. I mean, it's hard to see if those are ceiling tiles, what's come down. But just a significant amount of damage in Jacksboro. KHOU has teams on the ground all over the Houston area, but What's great about KHOU is we have our sister stations. KVU in Austin, KENS 5 in San Antonio, WFAA in Dallas. And so we have this incredible network of reporters who are all over the place, but we cannot be everywhere. And that's why sometimes we lean on you, asking you, if you can, to send in any photos or videos as you get them. There are a couple ways you can do that. I shared with you earlier the Near Me feature. If you have the KHU 11 app, you can do something pretty cool. Like if you were sending a video or a photo. Let's see. We'll send this photo of my daughter's cat in a panda hat. So you would normally hit the share button. You can find the KHU 11 app if you scroll on this little panel, and it will take you right to the Near Me submission form. Super easy. Super easy. The other way is to text us. And I really encourage you, it looks like our weather team is playing with those graphics, so I don't want to pull that up there while they're finessing it, but you can text us. I'm going to give you that number, 713-526-1111. 713-526-1111. I would encourage you to text photos to that number. Send us the photo, your name, where you are. Videos, it's a little harder. That software doesn't let us, the quality isn't very good. So if you have a video you'd like to share with us, use the Near Me feature on our app. You can just hit the share button, or you can go through the app to the Near Me feature, hit share with us, and go that route.